Yeah, multitasking is one of those things that, some people are really, really good at it and others are not. Um, Guys, I cannot tell you, there are times where I can walk inside of a store and I'll run across an individual that can't do their job while they're on the phone. And the thing is, I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Then the type of people that I'm telling you guys about that can't be on the phone and do their job, it'd be like the most simplest thing. Like what they be talking about on the phone and what they actually have to do outside of being on the phone is so easy, but for some reason they can't do it. There are some people who on these jobs that I say to myself, I used to do like four things at one time efficiently, but somehow I was always the targeted one to still get fired. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what that's about. We're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna go there. They're not always looking for the most competent person on these 9 to 5s. We all know that. But yeah, sometimes I can get real angry. I'll see somebody doing something and I'll be like, I used to do 4 times more than that. So me being on a 9 to 5, getting paid the same as one of these people who I see who can't even do A or B while being on the phone, I'm like, you got to be out of your cotton picking mind. You know what I mean? I got to be worth more than that. Somebody who can't even do that. This is the type of stuff that be going on in my mind. Now, the whole thing about competence and multitasking. Some people will argue that, well, maybe you can't make the best decisions while multitasking. It depends. Some people make better decisions when they don't spend a lot of time on any particular person, place, or thing. And then sometimes when you spend too much time debating over one subject, you can end up making a wrong decision because you're spending too much time thinking about it. It just depends. Me, I'm actually really good at multitasking. I think I make the best decisions when I'm doing several things at one time. It's when I spend too much time on one subject is when things can get a little convoluted for me. I make quick snap decisions, and it usually ends up being the best decision. So I'm not going to keep this video long, but yeah, multitasking. Some people are really, really good at it. Other people can only do one thing at one time. Even if it's the most simplest thing. Oh man, y'all already know. I mean, I'll be grinding my teeth when I walk into some of these places because all I can think about is there's no. I'm worth way more than just working on a 9 to 5. If I work on a 9, you got to pay me twice more. I got to be worth 2 to 3 times more than what these people are doing. See, but like I said, just to close it out, they're not always looking for competent people on a job. That's not what it's about. Most jobs is 9 to 5s is really about doing one or two things and doing that one or two things well, and that's it. That's all that's asked of that individual. When I used to be on 9 to 5s, people was more afraid that I was there to take their job. When I wasn't, I was just trying to pay my bills. So that's, y'all already know. We don't even have to get into it. Let me see where I'm at if I can close this video out with you guys. It appears that I can. But yeah, just close it out. I'm like, multitasking is like, it's like so easy to me. I can do 3 or 4 things at one time and make the best decision, even though it seems like I'm not spending a. Oh, and I know what I want to say about Gaba. We were talking about Gaba yesterday. We were talking about Gaba. Gaba is extremely, and I mean extremely good for multitasking because it's when you slow those neurons down, it's like, man, how can I describe what Gaba does to you? It makes you run so efficiently. A lot of things is just simply about confidence, being confident in what you're doing. But in order to be confident, you have to be patient, right? And it's like when you slow those neurons down in your brain, now it makes you become really patient and extremely confident because you're not in that fight or flight mode. That's what I wanted to say about Gaba. Gaba really calms that part of the brain down. That fight or flight, it calms that part of, and when you can calm that part of your brain down, fight or flight, you find that you make the best decision. So I will say, yeah, GABA and multitasking go hand in hand. Like, okay, if I wasn't taking GABA, I couldn't multitask that efficiently. When I'm taking GABA, I'm a multitasking nightmare.